Yen Audio presents The Executioner and Her Way of Life, Whiteout, written by Mato Sato, translated by Jenny McKeon, illustration by Nilitzu, read by Annie Wild. Prologue. As far as the eye could see, the world was white, pure white. It settled over the area, more pristine than morning mist, more tranquil than the sea of clouds fanned around the highest mountain peak. Fog. Amid its soft whiteness, which seemed impossible to touch, stood one little girl. As the fog spread out with her at the center, covering everything with its haze, she slowly stretched her hand out. Vapor coiled around it, clinging to her, heavier than lead and hindering her movements. It was an unnatural amount of mass for fog. Even the tiny movement of raising her arm was enough to cause the condensation to mold itself to her body. When she tried to move anyway, it pressed down even harder until the small girl's fragile arm broke with a snap. Though her arm had been twisted out of shape, she gave a little sigh of disappointment, evidently unbothered by the pain. She lifted her chin, looking toward the noises from her surroundings. In the fog, she could barely make out the fingertips at the end of her broken arm. While she couldn't depend on her eyes to guide her, she could listen to the unpleasant sounds that reached her ears. At any moment, there was the eerie chattering of teeth, shrieks sounding like the mangled cries of birds and wild animals, flesh crashing into flesh, and dying screams. The inability to see anything but white fog made the sounds all the more unsettling. And it wasn't just her ears either. Her body itself was exposed to a disquieting sensation. Drops of liquid poured down on her, soaking her skin. It felt like rain, but it wasn't. Showering her was fresh blood. Invisible in the fog, a battle was unfolding. Combatants devouring, killing, crushing one another, rending flesh, tearing at one another's spirits, swallowing their very souls. This rain of blood striving to stain the white space would not last long. Chunks of flesh fell with a splat, and they would quickly be slurped up and swallowed by something unseen.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?